folks. Good evening, folks. It is 12/29/2020. Wow. Wow. Ready to get this year over with. Let me ask you this. What is worse, 2020 or Biden 2021? Wow. I mean, seriously. Anyway, the rest of the world knows, and most of everybody else does in America that doesn't believe the news. Who won the election? I mean, Ukraine today, or I think it probably was yesterday when you're seeing this, but they had a press conference releasing evidence about Joe Biden and Burmese and Hunter and all that. And I'm sure, without a shadow of a doubt, that the Democrats did not want that to be coming out as the timing would have been better. But anyway, I noticed something last night. I was flipping around through a Fuba or whatever, one of those apps that you watch stuff through Roku. But anyway, NBC still has a channel, and I posted it on my Facebook page. I believe I did. I'll go back and check, but I took the screenshot. They still have a channel that's talking about the election news, and the thumbnail for it has Trump and Biden, and this is NBC. So you can't make stuff like this up. It just doesn't happen. But anyway, let's get to the election real quick. It looks like down in Georgia, I was just watching this right before I came on to do this. Paul Nally, he is a former judge in the 827th Militia of Georgia. He has, with other people, is standing outside the courthouse demanding the grand jury convene. They're petitioning for the grand to hear evidence. Nobody has actually heard the evidence. You've heard it, but it hasn't been heard by a judge yet. That blows my mind. Why would you not want to put all this to rest? So, Georgia's still in play. I believe Rudy Giuliani's going down there tomorrow. We've got, I think it's Wednesday, and probably until noon Thursday, they can probably do things with the court itself. But however, next week obviously is going to be the big one. Now Trump's going down to Georgia. He's not looking for an election to steal. He's not in a bind, and he ain't way behind. And he's not making any deals. But I'm going to tell you right now what's going to happen. There's no way this election can get certified. It's just not happening. So just decertify the states that are in play and go with that. Or, we can go the constitutional route. But however, Joe Biden is never going to set foot in the White House as the president of the United States. I can promise you that. But anyway, Wisconsin's got some issues. All these states, Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Nevada. I'm sure I'm leaving a couple out. And from what I'm hearing from the real raw data that somebody I trust said, he actually wants some states like New Hampshire and others. So that this could, I'm in North Carolina, so I'd like to know if Dory Cooper wanted, to be honest with you, because he's still got us on lockdown. But anyway, however, Sidney Powell, now she tweeted this out today. I don't read the lies talking about the media. Truth is the armor of God, and attacks just confirm that she's right. So it makes sense, because why would you attack somebody if they're, in blah, blah, blah. Now I'm going to do a couple news shots. I didn't organize this very well, so bear with me. Colorado had a gas line that was tampered with. Now, this is pretty big, because what happened, it cut off the heat and the hot water in a time where it's really, really cold during the holidays. But it was tampered with. Somebody tampered with the flow valve. So we got to remember something, people. we've got a lot of vulnerabilities that if the Chinese we're starting to expose the depth of how they've got into where they are, they can use these vulnerabilities against us. So we really got to pay attention at work with who's around us and look there. You don't just walk around and not pay attention and looking at your phone, because that's how you're going to end up in a bad situation and you ain't going to be able to get out of it. Let's see. Now, this is a big one. If Ukraine really thought that Joe Biden won the election, do you honestly think that it was yesterday they would put that evidence out? Of course not, because they wouldn't want to piss off the incumbent president. So obviously, they know what most of America knows. Thank God the rest of the world is seeing this, because this is our last shot at democracy. We were an experiment. Our democracy was an experiment, and it's gone longer than it was supposed to. However, that's because of the people. Now we got to keep it going. There's only one way to do that, and that's stop the radical left and people like Biden and Pelosi and all that to keep running the show, because the people that have been there the longest, that's the problem. And everybody knows that term limits would take care of that, but that's never going to happen. So what we have to do is come up with another law that makes them kind of not want to, which I think would be to make their financial statements of public record before they take office, while they're in office, and 1 year after office. That can curb a little bit, and it's not going to kill it all. But you know what I'm saying? People are sticking around for the wrong reasons, and that's why we have the swamp that what it is. Oh, all right. So, how about this now? We have fallen on Dr. Fauci's words for close to a year now. And I'll tell you right now, I never believed him for 1 minute. He just didn't look honorable and look honest to me. For some, anybody that's been in that position for 30 years, one thing, they're definitely corrupt. That's, I mean, nobody should be in that position that long. That's bam. But anyway, trust the science. How about this? How about we trust a second opinion? It says, trust the science. Fauci administration has misled public, put scrutiny on the Biden alliance, which he's aligned with Biden. Now, check this out. Fauci's apparent willingness to mislead the public in support of his preferred policy objective should be disqualify him from providing public policy advice in any official capacity. Says Jay Bhattacharya. I can't pronounce his name. I'm sorry, but he's the professor of medicine at Stanford University. So, America, we've never asked for a second opinion. We haven't tested masks. And now they're telling us. I just saw on the news just before we came on that Colorado has a one of these people from overseas that has the different strain. Scared lockdown. Oh no. God. The deep state's really falling. This is their last hurrah for a little while. So they're going to go all out. The explosion. I mean, there's no way that this guy decided to whack himself underneath a place where AT&T was storing all this data. I mean, he had to know. This is just, it's too convenient. Anyway, now, the media has been lazy because they haven't looked for a second opinion. They really haven't followed anything but what Fauci says. They don't even go look at some of the stuff that the CDC says. So they're kind of making up the news, and creating the news is dangerous. Now, the media is finding fault. They're looking for any way to find fault in the vaccination. And I'm going to tell you right now, we put it out years in advance of any other vaccination. But I'm not taking it, and I don't recommend anybody else taking it unless you're really old, because I've heard some really disturbing things that probably is going to come to light. I don't want to It's just not good. This vaccine could actually try to help your body produce a hybrid of yourself. I'm not going to go any deeper than that. I'll know more in a couple of days, but this it's not good. Now, I know all of us on this planet Earth do not believe. If you do, I feel for you. Believe that we're the only ones out here. There's some disturbing things that have come out of Dulce, New Mexico, and I saw the video, and it really kind of hit me. And I know Hollywood can do this and that and other thing, but this just goes with everything you've heard for so long about the aliens. So what it really has been, it's been a way to get us, our minds, to comprehend that there are other people here, and they are here, just like the movie, not just like the movie Men in Black, but in that context. And we've really got to be careful, because now that you can clone things and people and animals and stuff, what you see sometimes is not real. So, but the media is going to find a way to jump on Trump about this distribution of vaccination. The media needs to worry about their distribution of dangerous fake news. And a class action lawsuit against the networks would probably be pretty good if I was, if I knew anything about the law. I'd probably look into it. If there's any lawyers out there want to jump on the bandwagon, let's go get them. Holla, 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 holla. G Dowdy 3 Eyes at Yahoo. Anyway, another thing about these vaccinations. Now, I'm just going to throw this out there. There's a connection between vaccinations, aliens, and clones. Just keep that in mind. What we're seeing a lot is a mirage. Remember, the pictures of Biden, and this is what I mean about clones. The pictures of Biden that you've seen where his earlobes are different and his face is different. It's like he got a facelift or a tummy tuck, or a face tuck, whatever you call it. But then you see him 2 days later, and it's not. Just believe me, the media has been lying to us since the day television was invented. That CIA knew how to get the mind control part of it against, use it to their advantage. And that's where we are today. But this isn't over with. We are going to prevail, because Trump would not invite that many people to Washington, D.C., being the showman that he is. And being he had the number one show on television. He never been a politician and won the presidency by a record mark, and then got more votes this time than last and any other president before. But the media wants you to believe that a man sitting in his basement that hardly campaigned, his only really thing he campaigned on was raising taxes, got more votes than the beloved of your beloved Obama, Trump, and anyone else on the planet. Come on, folks. Get real. He's not inviting people up there to disappoint anybody. Trust me. Trust me for that. But anyway, everybody try to get up there. I wished I could. It's not going to happen for me. But I'm going to be watching, and I can't wait to see the turnout, because I'm guessing if I called and checked hotel reservations right now for the inauguration, and if they did know if they were going for Biden or Trump, I'm betting there ain't many Biden people getting hotel reservations for January 20th. They might be getting reservations at Guantanamo Bay. But anyway, God bless you. Happy New Year. Keep President Trump in your prayers. We're fighting a demon here. We're fighting the devil. We're fighting evil. And we just got to keep on MAGA. There's a new party in town, and it's called MAGA Party. And it's coming January 4th, 5th, 6th, whenever we all show, whenever everybody, all the great patriots of this country show up. But that's when it'll be no more Republican. It's going to be the MAGA Party. God bless America.